guys, I'm Christy Huffman, and this is Barbara Kelly, and we have our big announcement coming. And Barbara, I'm going to let you take it away. Here's the drum roll.
Ooh, so I'm back. Canna Girl. What's Canna Girl Speaks, but it's Canna Girl and Christy.
Yay! So you are returning with a podcast, and
Yes.
I get to join you. And
Yes.
what are we going to be talking about?
So we're going to be talking about bringing news to the podcast. We're going to be talking about people in our community, news stories, information about what's happening in our community, because we're going to strive to put out our information that is true and correct.
And that does sound a little bit redundant, but there's a very important part to that, because anybody can just talk.
Yeah.
And talk is cheap. We know that. So the important part of this is that we really want it to be verified. We're going to go straight to the sources, the official sources. So whatever information we pass along to you, it's going to be what we call true and correct.
So where can you find us? You can find us on any of our Canna Girl Speaks or Canna Girl and Christy. You can find us on any of the podcast apps, YouTube, but wherever you get your podcast, that's where you can find us.
And we also want to invite people to be a part of our story, because it's really about your story as well. So we're on Facebook. We have just got it up and running this morning.
Yeah.
It is Canna Girl and Christy on Facebook. And then we also have an email we created, and that's Canna Girl and Christy. We made it kind of easy for folks. Canna Girl and Christy at yahoo.com. So let's just start with talking about who these people are looking at right now. And we'll start with you, Barbara. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So a little bit about myself. They call me Miss Community. So you can find me anywhere in the community trying to help, community service, anywhere. So, I mean, I kind of don't want to really just go into the long story about who I am. But anyway, but they call me Miss Community.
Well, tell me a little bit more about how you got to not just that. I know I do see you out and about, and you're very involved in different organizations. I know you were with the Salvation Army this past bell ringing season for Christmas, but how did you tell us a little bit about your background and kind of how you got here?
Background, I'm product of Corsicana, proud graduate of Corsicana High School, class of 1984. All my kids have gone to CHS, and so I have been a part of this community for a long time, and so I've always had a desire to serve my community, and so I find myself just dipping and dabbing in different organizations, and so my heart is the community.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like I've kind of done a little bit of the same, although I am from just down the road. Born and raised in Waco.
Yeah. Chip and Joanna, Waco.
That's right. But love brought me here about 13 years ago, and so I am married to David Huffman, my everything. And here I am, and I've tried to get involved from the beginning. Of course, the late great Lloyd Huffman was my father-in-law. I'm going to get a little bit emotional here, but he taught me what it was as well to be part of this community and to really want to share those stories about other people and the stories of our town and why that's so important. You know what they say about history, you should know your history, where you've come from, and that way it kind of helps develop your path of where you're going. And so a little bit of a tribute to him, but also I've just always found it important to be somebody involved in my community. I've also been on Salvation Army board. I've been involved at Collins Catholic School, and I'm attend church just down the road at Immaculate Conception. And of course, I've always just tried to be involved. I think it's important. If you have a complaint about something or you're not happy with something, the way to make change is to actually be involved in it and be part of those decision makings. And that's why I think it's so important.
It is important. And that's why I'm a doer and Christy's a doer. And so we're hoping that maybe through our podcast that we show the community that how important it is to, get out in the community and serve your community. Because at the end of the day, we have to make it better for the next generation. And they are coming, right?
Absolutely.
The babies born in 2025 are known as, we talked about this yesterday, the beta generation. All they're going to know is technology. And so we just have to be prepared for what's to come, So let's make our community better, and let's be servant leaders, be servants to the community to make it better.
we are in that sense, we are looking for people's stories, and so we're going to put that out there again, because we can try and get out there and get to know people, but once you sit down with somebody such as in a way like this, that's the way you can really get to know them and share their story as well. And we just think that's important. I'm a firm believer that everybody has a story.
Everybody has a story. So if you see us in the community, don't run from us. Share your story, because there's a lot of stories in Corsicana, in Navarro County to tell. And so we welcome any ideas to make our podcast better. Every time every time we tell a story. So we want it to be a good story, not always negative. So anyway, let's just y'all write in, y'all text. Y'all know me. Y'all can find me anywhere. So we just look forward to the stories that we're going to tell.
Yeah, do the same. Hit me up. You've got we'll give our email again at the end, or why don't I just do it now?
Yeah.
It is canagirlandchristy@yahoo.com. So just get at your computer, type that in. You can send us an email, say, hey, I got this story or idea, or hey, I heard about this, and maybe you guys want to look into it some more. That's what we find ourselves here. We're community servants.
Mm-hmm.
We want to be out and about, and we just want to go out and find what information is true and correct about what's happening in our community.
Yeah, awesome. I'm excited.
So one thing we could chat about would be.
So we talked about this yesterday when we were having our little powwow session. Is like we wanted to talk about a year in review. We had some.
Because good things are happening in Corsicana and Navarro County.
Yes, and so we had a year in review, and so we wanted to share a couple of things that went on in Corsicana, Navarro County.
Should I bring my drum roll out?
Yeah, in 2024.
Okay, tell us.
And so we had a couple of Amy Tidwell. She gave us a couple of them, and so a year in review in Corsicana in 2024. So one of the big things for Corsicana was, and let's see.
You want to talk about businesses downtown?
Yeah, the businesses downtown. So we did have K&K Barbecue, the patio open up this in 2024. And so if you have never tried K&K Barbecue, shame on you. If you have never been to a spoken word at the patio, or in also her Sherry's vendor day, shame on you. And so that is one of the things that opened up in 2024. What's another one?
Go off my notes. Well, Corsicana Renaissance,
yes.
Which is the official name. You know it as the old Walmart. So
yes.
We'll just say the old Walmart for most people, right there on Highway
30. Kmart.
Kmart, I'm sorry.
Kmart.
Forgive me, I'm not a native. So anyhow, yes, the old Kmart that's on Highway 30 and 31 coming in next to Aldi. So we have the 4 businesses that are going in. Yay, Academy.
Ulta
is already open.
Ladies, Ulta is coming.
Ulta is coming in. Also, we have Hobby Lobby, which I know a lot of people are going to be looking forward to. And then our last one,
TJ Maxx.
Who can forget TJ Maxx?
TJ Maxx. And that whole build out, and I know if you've been on 31, I tell people, I said, if you've ever been to Waxahachie, that is going to be the new Highway 77. The traffic is going to be really, really busy in that area. So I'm looking forward to more businesses opening up. So
and then we had the other things that came across from it as well, which
Dutch
are
Brothers,
Lane's Chicken, Dutch Brothers. Yes. We had Mavis Tires, and Chase Bank, and so many.
So
things.
we are growing leaps and bounds. So y'all pay attention.
Exactly.
What else?
Let's see. The Campbell Arts.
Yeah, the Campbell Arts Plaza. I got a chance to go to their opening and to see Dr. Campbell. Dr. Campbell come out and cut his ribbon for his plaza. It's a nice little spot. There's art. Some art walls that some local artists have done, and it's a nice little plaza. And then what else we have?
Well, my friend over here, and we want to give a shout out to Adam Walthall with CISD. He's the best. He is our guru, our tech guy, and he got us set up and going.
Yeah, we want to mention Adam.
We wouldn't have this possible without the awesome Adam. And he reminded me about Tasty Town.
Tasty Town. Got to give John Paul Plemons, Laura Plemons a shout out. Tasty Town has one of the best hamburgers in Corsicana. Sure. Yes, fries,
and everything,
and all the beef is all homegrown, locally grown. And so anyway, but want to mention Tasty Town. And so also we had the ribbon cutting for the G.W. Jackson Park. That was nice.
In the Century Park.
Yeah, in the Century. We have a Century Park now in our community park. And so
the pickleball courts too.
Yes, pickleball court. So
maybe you and I need to get out and play pickleball.
Lots of things are going on in our community. Lots.
You want to play pickleball one day?
I actually bought pickleball paddle.
We need to do it then. Okay.
Yes.
Hey,
so we got pickleball. Yes.
Canada Girl and Christy go play pickleball together. I've never played that, but I am a tennis player.
Okay. Well, they said if you play tennis, you'll like pickleball.
How fun.
Yes.
All right. What else do we have going?
I'm trying to think. That's pretty much.
think so.
Yeah, that's it. So there's a lot going on in Corsicana. So, like I said, if you want us to talk about a story or share a story,
or if there's somebody that you know that's really making a difference in our community, another Barbara, or somebody else that just has a story, don't assume everybody knows that or knows the details of it. Everybody does have a story, and we want to help share those. So shout out to us. Again, I'll give you our email is Canagirl and Christy, and that's Christy with a Y, CHRISTY, at yahoo.com. And then you can also find us on Facebook, which is Canagirl and Christy, Canagirl and Christy. Mm-hmm. And then also on Spotify,
YouTube.
And most other people, you kind of know us. We're out and about. You can also grab us there and give us some information, and
we'll take note. And you never know, you may be on our podcast. So we're going to be, like I said, we're going to be out and about in the community. So we're excited about this next chapter.
I'm excited too.
Canagirl and Christy.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye.